headed to get fuel in this thing. Filling it up. This is the, sorry, let me just adjust this here. This is the Edge loaner. Put about 1,000 miles on this one. Over 2 on the Escape. So nice big screen here, leather seats, got the roof option. Older dash though. So this is an SEL. This is my loaner I've had for the last week, 2 weeks almost. 2 weeks I guess now. But it's okay. It's actually very nice. So my review is, my only gripe, honestly, I mean, obviously you kind of wish these things were better. The gauge cluster here is just older Ford. I mean, you know, there's 2012s, I think 2011 Explorer. Now they had slightly different, but you know, kind of nice to control though, easy with both directional pads on each side of the wheel. This is nice, the big screen. I thought I wouldn't really like the vertical orientation, how it's like that. Doesn't even fit in the screen the way I'm holding the camera, but it is very nice. Pretty responsive. Wireless CarPlay works well. The only thing that sucks is the wireless charger. I don't know if you can see that in there. It's a little too long. I have a 14 Pro Max or whatever it's called iPhone, so it's not the current generation, but it's about a year or two old, but it is the bigger one, and it fits widthwise just fine. It's actually perfectly made for that, but it's almost like the phone's not long enough, or there needs to be, or the thing is too long. So like if you're just around curves, it's kind of fine, but hard braking, or harder acceleration, you know, like all of a sudden we have to stop going down this hill here. So like that would have slid the phone forward, because it doesn't really look like much of a hill, but it's a hill here. So that's something to think of. So anyway, my review of the 2 liter is great. It's kind of funny how they're tuned though. So I had the Escape with the 3-cylinder for a while, and that's very peppy off of the initial acceleration. So like 1 to 3,000 RPMs, right? Very peppy. And then it kind of falls on its face after that. But unless you're flooring it everywhere, it's the 3-cylinder is great around town. The 4-cylinder here, which is the 2 liter turbo, is quite the opposite. It's like 1 to 2.5, 3. There's nothing. Like 3,000, of course, is what I'm talking about. It's tuned to, I guess, to be more efficient in that respect. So there's not much, but you get in the rev range, which is 3 to 6. 1,000 RPMs is you're moving. You're really moving. I like how it has in here. Sorry, this video is kind of all over the place. In the middle, it has a sport mode rather than going through a bunch of menus. I've been kind of on this here and there, but you could see. So this our last 800 miles, 800 focus. I have a little over 1,000. I got this with 13-ish on it. No, 13.5 maybe on it. So, but I reset the trip. I don't know, my first fill up or something. And I haven't reset it since. But 842 miles on that trip. We're doing 28.5. So, not bad. You know, this car's rated for 28 on the highway. So, to get that, that's obviously highway, but that's also, Jesus Christ, look at all these cars coming back. That sucks. That's also a mix of highway, but I commute down to the Bronx, so that's highway, but that's also a lot of stop and go traffic. You know, today I've been doing a lot of running around you know, more suburban traffic. I was down in Yorktown for a little bit. So, you know, 28.5 for this car. Great. But we're going to go back down to Yorktown again. So I'll be down there twice today. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out, I got a call from Ford. This is what I wanted to do the video on. Half on this car, review on this car. Review, I'll keep it sweet, short and sweet. Super comfortable. More than enough power, honestly. But it's kind of lackluster. I don't want to say lackluster, but it really wakes up the further into the rev range. It's kind of, I don't want to say underpowered, but it doesn't seem as powerful in the lower rev range, which is kind of, you know, turbos are, you know, it's normally more of a naturally aspirated feel or like that. Turbos more have more torque down low, but this is seems to be tuned just more like an NA engine. But you do hear the turbo, which is kind of cool. You do hear that whistle. But extremely comfortable. It is a much wider vehicle than like the Edge, than the Escape. I mean, it's more like width-wise, like Explorer-esque. Obviously, not length. But you do get, and you sit slightly higher than the Escape, so you kind of have that more like you're in an Explorer vantage point. But, you know, these are going away anyway, but there's great deals on them now. So, you know, for me, I need that extra little bit of mileage. If I didn't have my crazy commute, you know, the reason why I bought the Escape was for the hybrid, is to get 40 plus each fill up. It's just because of the amount of driving I do. And the hybrids are great and stop and go. But anyway, update on that is, as of Friday, they said hopefully I pick it up Monday. Basically, they have the part in, but the part has been completely redesigned, which is good and bad. Good because clearly they realized there was an issue with the part, so that's the good. Bad is the dealer had no idea really how to install it, because I guess now there's coolant lines running to it, so they didn't know where to pull the coolant line from or tap into. I don't know. So they were supposedly on hold with Ford all day on Friday. And as of 2:30 Friday, didn't really have an answer. But they were hoping to get an answer for later Friday, so they could just tap this in and finally have this ordeal be over with Monday. So, you know, but I'm just kind of, you know, I need to give it, I just don't want to give this car back to them with as much gas, with more gas than they require. So it needs to have a quarter left in it by the time I go back. So I'm definitely essentially going there and back twice, which is, or there, I need about 100 and I need to have a quarter of a tank left. So I kind of have to do math with what I think. So I'm going to Yorktown and back tonight.
Police reported ahead.
And then hopefully I'm just going to Mahopac tomorrow. That's my hope. But I'm also thinking about, well, Home Depot runs to make too. Am I going down to Poughkeepsie? I don't know. But anyway, and the quick thing about this screen, because it's so nice, but this is how it shows Waze. Just like this. And then you have your climate controls on the bottom. There's really no way to change. So you could change all the top stuff, whether it's Ford menu or your CarPlay, whatever. But like in the Escape, it has the wider screen in the front, and that one you could expand. You could expand that screen out, so your climate control is just like one little line, like at the very bottom, rather than that chunk. But anyway, we're in Hopewell now, getting my $2 gas, but I want to put this camera down. Overall, Escape or Edge, it honestly depends. Do you want something a little with more room. It's more room, but you're going to pay for it at the pump a little bit. Or do you want something a little smaller but gets better fuel mileage? That's all it comes down to. But anyway, I'm here. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. We're about to fill up. Peace. All right, we're back. Where's the gas gauge? Over here. I filled it up with a half a tank. I figured that will leave me with about a quarter to use, since I have to give it back with a quarter left, which should be fine for about 100, honestly 75 miles, but should be more than enough. Rain's really coming down now. Really coming down, which is good because we haven't had rain like this in a while. And I about an hour ago I decided to, I looked at the Futurecast, which showed this rain. About an hour ago, it's starting to rain a little bit, but like drizzle. Looked ahead, it looked heavier like we have now, although it doesn't really look heavy on camera at all, so that's but I was like, you know what, I had some leftover, I don't know how effective it's going to be. It's really from like last year, but some fall fertilizer with like Winter Guard in it and whatever. So, you know, I figured let me just at a minimum throw some of it on. And I had half a bag. One of the huge bags though, so whatever. I had some left. I decided to use it. So on my own yard, hopefully, I did the aeration and overseed last week. Didn't really get much rain with that, so hopefully that's, you know, the seed is starting to take too. You know, in addition to this, and now it's got some fert on top. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I really don't like the filming position in this car, but nobody films when they drive, so it's hard to get the angle right. But anyway, just my thoughts. I'm not the biggest fan of that whole Scott's thing. I think it's a gimmick. In my opinion, Scott's products are. It's really for the consumer, and I don't want to call it a waste of money, but there's a lot better, a lot more effective products out there. But and it's like, it's not only is it a Scott's product, but it's like a leftover Scott's product. So like, whatever. Hopefully it doesn't do any harm really. But I will say, I did not use as much fertilizer this year, and you could tell, honestly, I'm not happy with what my lawn looks like. I mean, to the regular eye, it looks, when it's cut, it looks great, but you know, I believe it's you know, it's too clovery. It's got some weediness in it. There's like, you know, here we got. Welcome to the all these people that, excuse my language here. Here's a Connecticut place. We have a lot of fall farms by us. And of course, everybody wants to hit the farms. It's Columbus Day weekend. Yes, it's Columbus Day. Tomorrow. But just this area gets like inundated with a bunch of people. So I was kind of complaining about that in a video here. This guy just changed lanes. This guy is old. Yep. I'll just, if you saw what they look like, you feel me. They have no idea where they're going, what they're doing. Just all kinds of different types of people, and it's frustrating. And now that the rain started to pick up, I bet you they're all leaving. Look, they're just in a steady line. They're all leaving the farm, and it just causes a lot of traffic and chaos around here. And but it is what it is. But it's a colder day. I mean, look, it's time and temperature right there. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. It's rainy. It's 49. I mean, I think that's, we're saying goodbye to warm days for good now. I did read that actually. So it's going to be a cold week this week, which would be the mid-October week. But I think at the end of October, there's actually going to be a warm week where it's in the 60s. But overall, see, like, why aren't we going? They have a Puerto Rican flag. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. You can tell I'm not a fan. It is what it is. But back to this Edge, it just rides so beautifully. I really do love the ride in this car. Rougher roads. The engine is damn near silent. Really, really quiet, unless you're like really on it, and then you can kind of hear it. But they fine tune this thing so well. And the interior is nice. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is what we're dealing with here. This is just nice stuff. This is a 45. We're doing like 30. We're half off the road here. What the f are you doing? But anyway, we don't know how to drive. We don't know how to go around curves. We don't know how to do anything because we're all from the city, and I hate it. I hate it. We're slamming on our brakes going down the hill. Just let your car roll down the hill, because you're going to go right back up the hill. You're going to go right back up here, and we're not going to maintain speed, I guarantee you. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it should be like the last weekend or two of the farm stuff, and then we'll get about a month off until after Thanksgiving, and that's when everybody goes up to get their trees and stuff. Which is, people from the city come up, here, and we go up even further. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm just so happy we're getting rain, because I know I did a video a couple videos ago which showed rain, but that rain happened just for an hour while I was driving that day, and then it died, and then it completely died, that system, and it brightened up and became I don't want to call it a nice day, but it brightened up and became a totally fine day. We haven't had, that was the only bit of rain. That was actually, I just made that video online. I just edited that video. So that was September 29th. So all of September, the only day it rained was September 29th for an hour. I got it on film, so it made it look like it was raining more. And then from then to now, today is October 12th. So we've really had an hour from the 1st of September to today, October 12th. We've had 1 hour of rain. That's it. And we're doing, I can't. We're going so freaking slow. Thank God I'm turning. But I'm pleased that, we're getting more rain. I'm sure it's going to be very trafficy and whatever going down to Yorktown later, but I'm very pleased. Here's a great view. I'm just not going to do this the whole time, but very pleased. And overall, I'm happy. One thing I want to show you. So this is actually kind of cool. So it is an SEL, so you just get this rear view camera and sensors. You don't have 360 cam on this, but it is kind of cool because I'll back up towards my wife's car. I want to give her room to walk in between. But if I back up towards her car, you could kind of see, like, that's what's getting close. I don't know. And then it has like things, so like CarPlay, but you have jigsaw puzzles, you have, you could sketch, you could do Sudoku, whatever. I'm just curious. So like if I do this is all cool. Like if you're a family and you're like waiting for a kid at basketball practice and you have like a younger one in the car, could do like a little Bronco puzzle. Oh, wait, hold on. This is hard. Let's do, wait. And then you just have to like move the pieces around. So like this is going to be over here. This is going to be over here. Oops. This is going to be over here. It's going to be over here. And you have to like figure out, you know, this is like over there, and you just have to figure out the Bronco, and you're gonna build. This is like their hard level. I think this probably goes over here. Maybe over here. Maybe over here. No, I don't know. Hold on. Let me think about this. There's my buddy in the Peterbilt. All right, now wait, is there two different vehicles here? Looks, so like this goes here. Oh, that's the rest of that wheel. We're getting there. We're getting there. People in the comments are probably like, no, this goes here, this goes there. Nope. The back tire. This is probably where it gets hard. Okay, that looks correct. This looks like, no, this goes here, and this goes here. No. This is hard. This is really hard. All right, hold on. This goes here. This probably goes there. This is going to go here or here. This square doesn't look right. Does that go there? Okay. This probably comes down, which means this comes down, which means the rest of these are so hard. What's the hint button do? I'll press and hold the hint button to get the picture of it. So that's what we have. This is actually really cool. This is so hard. My wife would love this. She loves puzzles. Okay, so hold on. Let's see the hint. Oof. This is going to go, no. Where does this one go? This one go there? Yeah. I need one with a little bit of, or with a little bit of tire. Why can't I find it? That's good. I don't know. I'm gonna, it's really cool though. But they have, let's do new game. So these are hard. What if I go to medium? Let's see if I can do a really easy one. Let me do the Mustang real quick. Oh, okay. So it's a lot less squares. All right. So I'm not going to continue to do this. Oh, but they also have, let me show you this real quick too. So they also just have this thing where you, why did I pick yellow? Oh, you can see yellow on the camera. Could erase. This is just asking for fingerprints. I mean, this is really it's not my car, so all just cool, interesting stuff. But anyway, that's the Ford Escape, Edge, 2024 Ford Edge. Hopefully I give it back tomorrow and get my new car back tomorrow. But anyway, everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.